Strange Block Beats.
If I had to look you in the eyes, I don't think I could handle it. Tryna ask for it. It's not about me or my pride. I'm just tryna abandon it. Can't take a risk. Hands and knees shaking, voice nearly breaking, calling out your name. You know my heart and it's tearing me apart. I just hope you understand. Gotta fight myself each and every day. I keep getting in my own way. So if I fall before I'm taken, will you pick me up and tell me you gon' make it out? gon' make it out. You gon' make it out. Father, Father, can you please forgive me? I ain't been my best. Father, please forgive me. Abba, can you heal my spirit? I may need your help. I know that I'm scandalous, been hurting you, and still I'm blessed. Time for strength. I'm done looking back, that's my old ways. I'll be moving on like a drag race. Take my hand, show me where the pathway. Fight myself each and every day. I keep getting in my own way. So if I fall before I'm taken, will you pick me up and tell me you gon' make it out? Tell me you gon' make it out. Tell me you gon' make it out. Tell me you gon' make it out. You gon' make it out. Yeah, you gon' make it out. Father, can you please forgive me? You gon' make it out. Can you heal my spirit? You gon' make it out. 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 You gon' make it out.
Big salute to the family. Big salute to the family. Giving all praise to the Most High Yah and faith in Yahshua HaMashiach. We also call him Yahweh Shah. To the Israelite family worldwide, we say peace and blessings. Big salute to the CUC family, the FOPE family, and all my beloved brothers and sisters in the chat. I got my brother Sham with me tonight. As you see the title, Kjudah and Sham, State of the Union. Now, when we say union, we try to, act like we some politicians, when they be having them State of the Unions family. So we just wanted to add a little flavor to it. State of the Union addressing the nation of Israel. State of the Union addressing the nation of Israel. But before me and my brother get started, anything you want to say, Sham, before I talk about our beloved brother Midwest Judite?
Yes, Shalom family, most high bless to the FOPE, CUC family, AUDIC family. Thank y'all for tuning in as always. We love y'all. Hope everybody's doing wonderful and great out there. Thank y'all for tuning in for the show.
Already. Family, I don't want to, it is sad news because we got to know our beloved brother and we got to embrace our brother, even though we didn't get to touch him physically. He touched us spiritually, and I pray we touched him spiritually. But our brother Midwest Judite passed away, family. So we send our condolences to the family. Many of you may know him by the name. He changed his name to Michael, but we know him as Midwest Judite, and he passed away. So we sending condolences to the family. And if anybody out there that's a part of his family, if you want to reach out to us, anything y'all may need, anything we can help with, just let us know. But we got to know our brother. He was a generous brother. I had just checked on him last week. And then I get the news when I was at work last Wednesday night that he passed away. So rest in peace, our beloved brother. Rest in power. And we pray we get to see you again on the other side.
That's right.
So
He's wrestling with the fathers now.
absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah, since I came into this walk, all I be doing is crying. I'm trying to hold myself together. But
You got it out. You got it. Go
family,
ahead. I'll take over if you need me to. If you
family,
need a minute.
me and my beloved brother Sham. Me and my beloved brother Sham. We haven't been live in a while. And there's a reason for that. But I told my brother we need to address the nation as a whole. We are not coming to judge any of our brothers and sisters. We are not coming to belittle, put down, or shame. We just want to address the nation, because I want to read this scripture before we get started. And I want to show you this is the last time, family. People are dropping, and you never know when your number may be called. And if your number was called today, do you know where you're going?
Right.
Do you know where you're going, family? So let me read this, and then me and Sham gonna handle business. This is 1 John chapter 2. And I'm gonna start it off with this. I pray everybody having a blessed day. Whatever you do, family, don't give up on your family who may not be in the truth. Don't give up on your mom. Don't give up on your dad. Don't give up on your sisters and brothers. Because remember, we was lost like them at one time and participated in all the things that our family participate in, so we can't have judgment when we was also in their shoes. Don't give up
Oh
on
yeah.
them. Don't give up on your
Oh
family.
yeah. That's right.
Here it go, family. And then I'm gonna let my brother Sham say whatever he got to say. This is 1 John chapter 2. And I'm gonna pick it up, family, at verse 15. Watch this. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. All that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, is not of the Father, but is of the world. And the world passeth away, and the lust thereof. But he that doeth the will of our Elohim abideth forever. Little children, it is the last time. Listen, family. Little children, it is the last time. And as ye have heard that Antichrist should come, and we know there are many Antichrists, whereby we know that it is the last time. They went out from us. Look at this awakening, y'all. They went out from us. This awakening is in disarray. They went out from us, but they were not of us. For if they have been of us, they would no doubt have continued with us. But they went out that they might be made manifest that they were not all of us. So do y'all see? When y'all hear people saying, why y'all calling out y'all brothers? Why y'all going against this? Why y'all going against that? He just told you they went out from us. Many are called, few are chosen. Many are called, y'all, into the awakening. Only few are chosen by Yah and Yahshua to truly edify his people. And I pray me and Sham on that number. Go ahead, Sham. Oh, Sham, they say we got some feedback. Hold on. Everything muted on me and my brother's side. Do y'all still got feedback now? What about now? Can y'all give me a 1 if the feedback is gone? Can y'all give me a 1? Okay. Go ahead, Shar Sham. I'm gonna go on mute, my brother.
Okay. Is there any feedback coming from my mic family? If y'all can tell me, put a 1 or anything in the chat. If it's some feedback, put a 1, please. I'm good. Okay, thank you. So, as my big brother Kjudah was saying, family, um, I wanted to mention a thing that I saw yesterday with a family member of mine that shocked me, Kjudah. She made a post and she spoke about how that she loved Christianity, and I was like, wow. I was shocked. You know, it was one of my older cousins. She has to be at like my mom age, you know, in her 60s or whatever. And she was just speaking on how she's a Jew, she's an Israelite, and I was blown away. My cousin, I couldn't believe what I saw, saying she loved Christianity after 22 years. And I was like, wow. And all of her message was like, you know, I've been preaching, you know, and telling our families that we were the Jews for over 14 years. And she was so happy on what I posted there. And then I started seeing a lot of Israelites on her you know, her page, and she was talking about how you know, that we should be following the Torah and keeping the most high laws, and you know, speaking about the Messiah and everything, man. It brought joy to my heart, and it let me know after seeing that post, K. Judah, that you know, we can be trying to tell our family a lot of things, man. You just never know. Everybody has a time frame when they're going to wake up, man. And that brought joy to my heart, brother. A lot of joy. And but yeah, family. But you know, uh this walk is not easy. Um it's very difficult. And we know a lot of things is going on in the nation of Israel, so we can touch on a lot of things that we want to talk about tonight. If y'all have any questions y'all want to ask, man, K. Judah will definitely answer them. Um, you know, I want to speak on what's going on in the nation of Israel. I want to talk about things that's going on right now that I don't know if y'all aware of, but far as I know, it's a lot of jobs and where I work at that people is losing their insurance. I don't know if y'all know anything about it, but a lot of people is about to be without insurance across in America. Um, it's happening at my job. Um, it's just a lot of stuff going on right now. So I pray that you know the whole Medicaid and everything don't affect y'all. But if it do, I just pray that you know um, that you know y'all can get everything y'all need because it's about to be hard times coming upon us. You know, me working in the medical field, I was learning this stuff, and the stuff that the union was telling me today about what they fighting for and trying to keep insurance for the people. And a lot of the programs that's being cut, after school programs and food programs and pantry programs, you know, make sure y'all stocking up and getting everything that y'all need, family, because it's about to get tough out here. Um, really tough.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Um,
Family,
but,
the
go
reason
ahead,
why
Kiki.
me and Sham is doing this address because we love our people that much, family, that we want y'all to know not only what's going on within Israel, but this is the last time, family. And we just want to warn y'all. The warning has to come. Why? Because there are things going on in our awakening that is causing a lot of brothers and sisters to stumble. For example, I guarantee you, if y'all was to ask me and my brother right now, everything you have been taught in this awakening, just ask the questions. And we are going to the Bible and show you whether you have been taught the truth or whether you have been taught lies. That doesn't mean we know everything. But the Most High has given us great insight to go into this Bible and edify our people with his truth. Family, everybody did not come into this awakening for what you came into this awakening for. Many of you came into this awakening to come back to your Elohim, to lean on your King for guidance, for assurance, for love and compassion. But a lot of your brothers are trying to keep you in a stupor. They trying to keep y'all oppressed and down. They not elevating y'all, family. They're not encouraging you, family. Once you find out you're an Israelite, once you find out what our ancestors have done according to the curses, once you find out the basic things of the knowledge, you supposed to elevate, family. Your teacher supposed to elevate you. It should not be 20, 30 years and pass by and we still don't got no love for each other. It should not be we still fighting each other on the street corners. Don't y'all know that people keep talking about we supposed to love the brethren, we supposed to love our sisters, but your leaders, they not together though. Your leaders don't even talk to each other. Your leaders don't even embrace each other. They walk past each other on the street corner and teaching you, where's your brotherly love? Where's your sisterly love? So how the leaders gonna guide y'all if they can't even judge right between each other? Nobody has sat down and brought all these problems to the table. Nobody. So the point that we saying, if you continue to follow man, you're going to fall with man. And if you know your teachers or your leaders are not right, you're supposed to call it out. Stop being afraid because there are more numbers against you than with you. Yah is with you. You have an army behind you when you know you're doing right. Call this stuff out that y'all see. Stop being afraid. Stop going places and you know the doctrine is not right, but you don't want to say nothing because you don't want nobody to attack you. You can't be like that, family. We are one people. And I don't know if people know this or not. You better go read Jubilee. Or you better go read Leviticus chapter 5. He say, he that turn his eyes from sin, when you know a man doing wrong, you're going to turn your head and you ain't going to correct your brother. He might die in his sins, but you know that blood going to be on you because you knew to tell him right. And you just, now I don't want to say nothing to him because it might cause some problems. Man, let people get mad at you. They'll come back later on and thank you. What the Most High put in you for to edify them with. They'll come back later. They're going to get mad at you. They're going to say some things about you. They said some things about your king. They lied upon your king. You don't think they're going to lie on you? You don't think they're going to diminish you? You don't think they're going to, for their audience, make you look stupid and crazy? You allow these things to be when you know you're doing right. You smile, put a smile on your face when you know you're doing right. But when you really love your brothers and your sisters, you don't got a problem correcting them in love. Not in judgment, in love. Correct your people in love, family. Not in judgment. Go ahead, Sham.
All right. So I'm gonna land me back off of some of the stuff you said, Kjudah, but I want to address a few things first before we really start getting into a bunch of scriptures and questions, right?
Absolutely.
You know, it's not gonna take long. I just want to address some things about, when we came into this walk, right? When I was awakened as a Hebrew Israelite, I really came into the nation to be a helper. I was dedicated. I went out my way I want to build and really help Israel and, us to do what we got to do so we can get back home, save our families and spread the good news to the people and let everybody know who we were. And then I started learning so many people rejected it. They didn't care. They didn't believe that we were the Israelites. They didn't believe that we were the Jews. They didn't care. I had a lot of people turn on me, said that I was crazy. And, it was rough. It was a rough patch, but in this walk, you so excited to share this good news with people, man. People don't want to hear educational things, not when they struggling and going through certain things in life and addiction and things like that. This news don't help them, even though when you try, you know, so I had a lot going on in life when I came into this awakening. And it was like I felt like I finally found what I was looking for and what I was missing. being around the brothers, doing the works with them, coming up in One West ranks, learning all these teachings, man, and everything that I was learning from the elders and different brothers. And, as I was going on in this walk and I was learning from brothers, I started noticing brothers who I thought they knew a lot, didn't know a lot. And brothers who I thought that was great teachers was really not great teachers. And it's not to disrespect them, but then I really started learning that a lot of people that I was around, even elders at the time, who've been through the One West ranks and school of thought and trooper programs and all types of stuff, they didn't know a whole lot. They knew what they knew, but I was like, well, what was brothers really learning in the schools back in One West? Because everybody didn't know how to do the ceremonies. Everybody didn't know how to do the classes and the teachings and the feast days. And I'm not going to get on a guy because he decided not to do this or decided not to do that. But they was already like 20 years in a walk. They didn't know how to do these things. I was shocked because in my mind, I want to learn this. I want to learn that. I want to learn this. You know what I'm saying, Kjudah? Because that was our duty, was to be teachers, to be priests, to be leaders. You know what I'm saying? And, I was kind of disappointed from a lot of things that I saw. I think it was 2014. It was 2014, I believe, was the first Hebrew Israelite Summit. And I was like 3 years in a walk during that time. At that first summit, I had brothers pull me up from Ohio that I never met or knew. They was questioning me because, according to them, I had a wife in Ohio, a second wife in Ohio. Remember, I think I was telling you that story, KJ, right?
You told me that story.
And I was like, what? And I was like, no, I don't have a wife in Ohio. I have one wife, my wife right there. I said, I don't even know who you're talking about. And I said, I doesn't have another wife. I don't even talk to women in the nation of Israel. You know what I mean? At the time. So, but somebody was already claiming me. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. Somebody was already claiming me. I'm like 3 years in this thing, still a babe, trying to figure out the stuff, and there's a woman already claiming that I was her husband. And I was like, huh? But, that's Israel, man. It's just a lot of stuff that go on in Israel. But in 2014 was the first Hebrew Israelite Summit, right? And the summits was about all the different camps coming together, which Elder Quanaf accomplished, Mahabakar. They the ones put that whole summit thing together and getting all the camps to come together down there at DC and coming up with, Mahabakar came up with the code of ethics. And it was basically about having a government role in building, and every camp was invited, GMS, IUIC, bunch of people, chosen seed, so that brothers can come together and become cordial and work out the differences of the doctrines and the false teachings so they can be taken off the table. And it didn't go that way, because the first summit was cool, man. Stuff was talked about, brothers brought some books and necklaces and other things there. And then it was like, after that, to get to what brothers really want to deal with when it came to doctrine, it never came that way, Kjudah, where brothers wouldn't teach certain things in the nation. And during that time, I was really learning like that. A lot of people don't know what they think they know, because I think about maybe a year or two after that, that's when Elder Tahar started pushing the rape doctrine hard on the nation of Israel. And I was asking people why nobody doing nothing about it, and why y'all letting him teach this stuff. And it was to one point where I started believing it. And I called Elder Quanaf and I said, man, I think Elder Tahar right. I said, I've been studying this rape doctrine, bro, and I can't figure it out. Like, I said, I've been looking through this. I said, I've been looking through the Hebrew. I'm not that fluent in it yet, but I'm checking. And Elder Quanaf said, nope, Shar, he can't be right. He said, keep digging, bro. He said, you're going to find an answer sooner or later. And I said, all right, I would just hold off on it. I said, before I say something because I didn't really want to jump out there and say I agree with Elder Tahar. And then I found another book, that was showing some differences, and I said nope. And then I had like four different sources that was combating that whole rape doctrine. And that's why I came at Elder Tahar about that. And then when I got another book in the Hebrew, that old ancient book from the 1800s, that said that it means seduce. Um, it turned a lot of heads when it came to that doctrine.
Right.
And I didn't understand why nobody didn't want to do certain things and answer to certain things, because I'm like, well, y'all the elders, y'all supposed to know all this stuff. But then I started understanding that, man, the Most High choose and use who he want to raise up to destroy certain things that goes on in the nation. Just like he raised up Daniel against the two wicked elders
Yep.
that lied on Susanna. So it's a lot of things that went on in the nation of Israel, family, from the 14 years that I've been in this walk, that I saw a lot of wickedness, a lot of wrong. The thing is, I learned, and I don't want to get into everything because I don't really want to talk about a lot of stuff that's old or things that I know that happened behind the scenes. But trust me, it was people that I loved, respected, looked up to, man. I didn't seen lie for no reason, you know, just lie. And can't be honest, courting lies. It's really all about, that's when I started really learning that the politics of the nation of Israel. It's all about money. Who's going to be seen the most, having the biggest camp. And it really wasn't about the people, because that's what I'm about. I'm about the people. The Most High told me many times in my spirit, like, when you doing this and you a servant of the Most High, you're a servant of Hamashiach. We out here to save souls. We're not out here to play with people's souls, play with
Right.
people's salvation, teach lies to people. And it was times that even at camp, I was teaching certain things, and I felt like my spirit was convicted, because I felt like I was regurgitating certain teachings that I wasn't for sure about. And the Most High put a lot of things in my spirit to make me study harder and want to know more. And so I started studying and wanting to know more things. And, as I got deep into the scriptures, I was like, man, that ain't right. So sometimes I wouldn't just teach certain things no more, or I would just avoid certain conversations because I didn't want to get into it with people. But
Right.
then I started becoming bolder as a person and not caring no more either. And then after when Elder Quanaf discovered what he discovered, I really didn't care no more because I got fed up. So Elder Quanaf, like Shar, she was like, Shan, we just need to go over everything we was taught in One West. And that's what we started doing. We started going through all the different teachings, man. We found so many errors in it, in the lessons, and especially when I started learning the language. I was like, man, these guys really don't know what they talk about. They were just making this stuff up as they go. You know what I'm saying, Kjudah? Like what was y'all doing?
Yep.
So I'll say, family, Jeremiah 17:5, I believe it is, says, cursed be the man that trusted man, make his flesh his arm. Meaning you making a man your strength and your power, your everything. Because the arm that we supposed to, the Lord said he's going to recover us with a mighty hand, a mighty arm. You feel me? That's our strength and power. Not man itself. Man will always fail you. The Most High Yah, Yahweh Shah, Yeshua would never. So that's why I always tell y'all, don't follow me, follow the Lord. He's the way, the life, and the truth. And no man can come unto the Father through him.
Talk to
His
him.
shoes, no man on this earth can fulfill or walk through. You got to keep your faith in them. And just be a humble servant and be really a servant to the people. I don't ask for much or ask really for anything from anybody. I appreciate coming over here teaching to y'all because I understand the lessons that we put together. It's not in strife, anger. We just want to get the truth out there. Yeah, we might not agree on everything, but it don't mean we have to disrespect each other or backstab each other or hurt each other.
Absolutely. Talk to him.
And I got love for y'all because I want to see all my people make it out of here. And I want all of y'all to be prepared for what's to come. And then pretty much that's our goal. It's not to try to rob y'all, milk y'all for money, or tell you that, crazy stuff like your name going to be written out the Lamb's Book of Life, all that foolish stuff that they doing in these camps and congregations that's not of the Most High. It's going to be a lot of the gnashing of the teeth, and it's going to be a lot of crying. in the day and the return of the Lord, because a lot of these people who they think that's going to be walking through the gates is not going to go. It's a lot of people out here that's leading people to destruction, man, and they making the children, especially the lost children right now, worse than what they are, because they're oppressing them and using them. And the Messiah didn't come here to oppress Israel. He came here to help Israel, lift up Israel, and
Facts.
teach Israel. These guys is here using our people, destroying our people, robbing our people, and they claiming to be the leaders of our people. But the Most High didn't set these leaders up, man. A lot of these guys are self-appointed. You know, Israel is a nation that's in disarray, scattered. Okay, so we're not even a nation right now. We're a nation in exile. So nobody set it up a leader over us. You see what I'm saying? Just like nobody can set a king up over us right now. We're being ruled by the kings of the Babylonian societies and systems wherever we scattered at. They set up over us, not someone who set up over the nation of Israel. But the way that this stuff is going out through the World Wide Web, the internet, and everything, Kjudah, it became a thing now where everybody wants to be famous
Yep.
and wants to be seen, you know, and it's not about exalting the Messiah and the Most High. And I know I said some things on my live that I don't take back, and I still stand by it 100%. And I'm going to say it again. The only way Yahweh Shai El King will be exalted and lifted up in this world, where we're going to turn back to Him, is that all these fake so-called leaders have to be killed off, put in the dirt, so that men do not worship them and look for them as leadership. We have to look for the king as our leader and the return of the king, because we're supposed to be serving them. The problem is in Israel, man worship and serving the elders. This behavior been going on for years. And when these people do something wrong, they get exempt from what, Kjudah? Judgment.
Congregate your judgment. Yep. Facts.
You know, they get exempt from sin. They get
Yep.
exempt from counsel. They get exempt from bad behavior. And that's the problem in the nation, family. We cannot do that. We cannot turn our eyes and turn our head away from the things that they do, the wrong that they do. The scriptures tell you, if you want the office of an elder or the office of a minister, you have to be blameless. These men are not blameless. So why are we looking at these men as leaders? You know what I'm saying, K. Judah? We all sin. We all in the flesh.
Yep.
And I ain't trying to knock them or like badly, but I'm saying I'm in the flesh, so I sin. That's why I'm telling you, I'm not your leader. Don't follow me. You see what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, when you do that, it's up to you to get your own salvation, not up to another man. A man would tell you anything to survive in this world, to survive in this earth, you know, use you for your money or anything. I'm just saying, don't be deceived. That's all I'm trying to say. But go ahead, K. Judah.
I don't need to piggyback off my brother. That was 100%. I don't even need to piggyback off of that. I want to know from y'all standpoint in the chat. We all can agree when you first came into this awakening, it was beautiful to you. I mean, you was so filled with joy. You was so happy. Your whole world just changed. But now I want to know, how have this awakening been since you've been in it? Ask us questions, family, like as far as doctrine wise, things you have been taught, things you disagree with, things that confuse you. We can go into the Bible and show you. And I'm gonna say this, and I'm not saying this as a standpoint, acting like we know everything or we the only ones have the truth. What I'm telling y'all is, because we be in this Bible so much, the stuff that I hear, me and my brother can catch it quick and say, man, this man, no, he lying. Some other people may not be able to catch it, but we catching it for you. I was gonna write a list down of all the false doctrine. I say, man, I ain't gonna do that because everybody know the false doctrine. Then I said, man, let me grab a lot of video. I said, man, I ain't gonna do that. Everybody know what's going on in Israel, family. We all can see what's going on in Israel. I don't need to put together a whole plethora of videos to show you, when we all know what's going on in Israel, and a lot of us don't like what we see. There is so much false doctrine. Sometimes I just be like, bro, there's no way to be able to edify a whole nation of people when majority of our people worship the leaders that's teaching them. As far as the doctrine go, they not really listening to this man that's teaching them, because they looking at him as a celebrity. So they really, the words going in one ear and out the other side of the ear because they looking at this man as a celebrity. You know how when you get in front of a celebrity, you get stuck. You can't think straight. You're trembling, you're shaking. You just, oh my God, this such and such. So when they see these people in real life, it's like looking at a celebrity. So as far as the doctrine goes, they don't care whether he lying or telling the truth. It sound good to them. Sound like he telling the truth. Man, these people are lying to y'all. Rape doctrine, false. Reincarnation, false. The New Testament was written by the Greeks, false. It's a Roman book, false. False. Yahshua is not coming back because the Most High don't have a son, false. Nobody died for your sins, false. The law is done away with, false. I guarantee you, if y'all put questions in the chat of the things that y'all done heard, we could go into the Bible and show you the truth of it. Like Sham say, man, we want to see all of our people get up out of here. I want to see all of y'all under a fig tree. We have to change the dynamics of this awakening so you can work out your own salvation. You're not going to be able to do it when you're following your leader because you're going to become a regurgitator. I have elders that I learned from, Brother Bowie, Bro Marlin, that actually taught me. I was hands-on with Bro Marlin. And guess what? I never regurgitated. Guess what I did? As he was teaching me, I was still studying for myself. You know why? Because my elders, they don't go into the other books like the Jubilees, the Apocrypha. They don't do that. So if I became a regurgitator, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't go into the other books because my elders don't. But you can't become a person like that. You have to continue to seek knowledge for you. Because the Most High may show you some things that he didn't show your elders. The Most High may manifest some things to you that he don't want to show nobody else. Everybody has a lot. And within that lot, things are going to be shown to Sham that's not shown to me. Things are going to be shown to me that wasn't given to Sham. Things are going to be shown to the elders that's not given to another camp leader in another congregation. Does that mean that me and Sham are better than the other because something was shared to him that wasn't shared to me? Sham is going to edify me on it. And I'm going to add it to the arsenal. And then we're going to edify y'all with it. Or I may show Sham something. And he going to use it on his platform. I may be at work. And something that me and him that talked about last week, he edify y'all with it. It's called iron sharpen iron. But nobody want to iron sharpen iron because I got to put your information down and embarrass you in front of Israel to shame you. I thought in correction it's supposed to be love. I thought we supposed to be building as a men and brethren and sisters to come to the table, and then we have differences of information. Why we can't just talk about it? And if we still can't come to an agreement, why we can't just say, well, you know what? We just going to leave this here. We're just going to have to agree to disagree. Why we can't do that? Why everything has to be you trying to shame your brother? And then when they get on your platform, you make them look bad in front of your audience by saying, y'all hear this? You sound crazy. But the person don't sound crazy, family. It's just a shaming tactic. This awakening is about men establish themselves above their brothers. That's what this is all about, y'all. Now, maybe these men was genuine when they first came in. I really believe that everybody started off genuine. Everybody was babes. They came in. They was genuine. They really wanted to know the will of the Most High. They wanted to serve the Father in spirit and in truth. I believe these things. But as time went on, something happened. Something happened, family, to where it's not about Yahshua no more. It's not about the Most High no more. It's not about your salvation no more. It's about who has the biggest camp, who has the biggest voice, and about the people gravitating themselves to one leader. I, as UPK say, we only have the truth. You should only listen to us. And then they tell you don't deal with nobody outside of the camp. So that means that if you see me in the store, I got fringes on, because I got a shirt with some fringes. And so you see me in the store, I got fringes on, you got fringes on. You ain't gonna even speak to me because I'm not in your camp. You ain't gonna embrace me. You ain't gonna show me no love. If I say shalom to you, you ain't gonna embrace me. I said shalom to a brother at work. You know what the dude told me? Where your fringes at? See what I'm saying? He's a regurgitator. He's a robot. Instead of just saying shalom, brother, first thing he said, where's your fringes? And he said it hostile. So, you know, I had to come back like he came at me. I say, man, don't you tell me about no fringes when y'all just got through beating each other up on the street corner. Well, they started it. I said, I don't care who started it. Why somebody ain't just get in the middle and just say, we ain't about to do this? Nobody got in the middle and said, we ain't about to do this. Let's just leave. Because y'all wanted to do that. You know why? Because you hate your brother and your brother hates you. Y'all want the world to believe that y'all talking about brotherly love and y'all have not displayed any brotherly love. I saw a video that y'all was having a unity camp and y'all passed right by each other and didn't speak to one another. Teaching on the same street corner. Walk right past y'all brothers and then embrace them. Start blowing with a bullhorn to overshadow the speech that they were saying. And y'all want Israel to believe that this is all about brotherly love. Family, you have been woefully misinformed. This is about man worship. This is about celebrity. This is about coming under us. This is about give us your money. This is the last time, family. Me and Sham not gonna be on YouTube 3, 4, 5 times out the week. This brother has a family. He work, I work. I have a family. Most people don't want to hear the truth. They rather hear lies. How I know that? Because by the time they come to me and Sham, they fighting against us. Don't even ask no questions. Don't even say brothers. Okay, I heard one elder say this, one teacher say, is this true? Nobody asks questions, family. It's all, they just go straight on the attack. Nobody really want to be edified because if they did, they would come to us with brotherly love. But they come to us already condemning and judging. You don't hear rape doctrine no more. Y'all notice that? Do anybody hear anything about you can rape a woman or grape a woman? You don't hear it no more. Why? Because the Most High gave it to Sham to annihilate. So you don't hear it no more. You don't hear it no more. You got a doctrine going around that Joseph banged Mary. And the way they saying it, that he knocked boots with her and knocked it out the park.
And Kjudah,
that is. Go ahead, Sham.
let's not forget how they stealing our works and our breakdowns and acting like they did this stuff. And we did it. We did these teachers and they stealing our stuff and teaching it like they came up with it.
Yep.
Let's not forget that.
What my brother just said is 100% facts. Now, remember this. You don't supposed to stand in another man's light. Every time I get something for Sham, what's the first thing y'all hear me say? Man, hey, my brother Sham showed me this, y'all. So I'm going to show you, I want to edify y'all with it. When I get something from Elder Yashiyah, Elder Barawak, what do I say? Man, Elder Yashiyah showed me this. I called him last night. We had a conversation, and this is what he edified me with. So the point that I'm saying is that I don't stand in other men's lights. When the Most High gave it to them, I'm supposed to give them the credit for the Spirit using them to give it to me. You don't supposed to act like you put it together and you did it. That's standing in another man's light. Because now you're going to regurgitate everything that me and Sham been teaching through the Spirit, that we put the blood, sweat, and tears to grab a pen, grab some index cards or some paper, and we stood up all night putting this together to edify our nation. But then now all of a sudden everybody is teaching Root is an Israelite now. But at first everybody was going against the fact that Root was an Israelite. And I always ask this question to people. Where would you start to prove that she not? Because you can't just go jump straight to Root. So where would you start? So if you can't tell me where would you start, why you won't just humble yourself down and listen to those that the Most High have gave the information to be able to edify you with it? Why you shoot it down immediately when I say Root is an Israelite instead of asking me how you coming up with this conclusion? And I can go and show you the history of how I'm coming up with this conclusion, but nobody want to know how we came up with this. They just want to shoot it down because it goes against their belief system and what their leaders taught them. That's what's really going on, Sham. It's like a fight for, I just want to be right. And he's wrong. And I'm right. Our camp is right. We right. We teaching you 100% truth. Anybody else, they teaching you lies. And they get into our people's mind. And you know what they're going to say? Nah, man, Ruth ain't no Israelite. Y'all lying, bro. Hey, brother, how you know we lying? Y'all just lying. How you know we lying, though? Who told you that? Have you read it for yourself? No. So how we lying? You ain't read it. You ain't did the studies.
It's a brother out there, KG, to ask a question. Can we do a teaching on the virgin birth? But we already did that.
Yeah, we did it already.
So you can go on the it should be on this channel. If you go on it, I don't know the exact name of the video, but it's on here. You'll find it, brother. If you want to see the breakdown of the virgin birth, it's on this channel. But go ahead, KG. I'm sorry.
No, you good, Sham. I would say this to the brother. Ask any questions in the chat y'all want to, and I guarantee you that me and the brother Sham then already did. Man, look, me and this brother then did the breakdown on the 12 tribe chart. Me and Sham, and the Most High gave this to Sham, but we did it over here. We broke down the tribe of Dan. We broke down 144,000. We broke down the virgin birth. We broke down Genesis 49. We showed you about spiritual fornication. We showed you yet that Yahshua is the truth, the way, and the life. We showed you the will of the Most High. We show and then from FOPE channel, they got a plethora of videos and teaching that you can be edified by. So we go back and forth, family. So we showing people these things, but our people won't hearken to them because guess what? Me and Sham not a celebrity. We not a celebrity. So they're not going to listen to us. They're going to go listen to other men in Israel. They have more status than me and Sham. Go ahead, Sham.
Right. And that's the thing, right? And even though it don't bother me, the classes we do, family, we do because we want people to know the truth and that you don't get caught up in the lies that they teaching, Even with Jacob Wives, teaching that all on my sisters, which a lot of people ain't know. Had to teach Sinetta that homosexuality is actually an act. It's not a something that the Most High created, because you create it when you do the act. That was another class we did, Kjudah. What was the war with Benjamin? I mean, we did so much stuff. I can't even remember everything. One of the recent one we did was the letters of Paul, talking about the multiple marriages and can a man have more than one wife?
Absolutely.
There's so many classes we did, But when you read the New Testament or in the Hebrew language, you'll get a better understanding of the New Testament. A lot of people don't understand the New Testament because they go off of the Greek manuscripts and they thinking that Paul is going against the Old Testament. But if you read the New Testament in Hebrew, you want to find out Paul is not going against the Old Testament. It pretty much match up. It's just that he was teaching from the law of nature of Greek philosophy and thought, because you had Israelites dwelling there and that they was Hellenized. So he was telling them, because of things that was going on in Israel, just follow the laws of the land anyway, because these were their laws through the law of nature. So if you go study the Roman law of nature, then you'll understand why Paul was saying what he was saying in the New Testament. It'll match right up with it.
Okay, we got a
Can
question.
we do it? Oh, okay.
No. I want to tell y'all, Nathan, don't feel sorry. Ask whatever you want, brother. We invite questions over here. We not the channel that you get kicked out the chat. Even if you disagree with us, brother, we don't mind disagreements. This is not the channel where we gonna kick people out. We get mad for people going against what we teach. If you have a question, please feel free, brother. You don't have to feel sorry. Whatever you want to ask your questions. So we got on the screen right here, God will rise. He say, I have heard Israelites are spread out all over because of slavery taught in the Hebrew community. They are Dominicans, Mexicans, Native Americans, Jamaicans, and so forth. What's the truth of this? Well, number one, God will rise. Mexicans are not Israelites. Native Americans are not Israelites. And if they talking about Dominicans, we talking Afro-Dominicans, Afro-Cubans, Afro-Guatemalans. These are our brothers and sisters. The Afro Negroes, the Afro-Cubans, the Afro-Guatemalans, the Afro-Panamanians. Man, you still got our people living in Iraq. You still got people dwelling in the dwellings of Shem. That's our people. But they're not going to tell you that. You know what they're going to tell you? They're going to tell you that Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, which we don't know what tribe we come from in America because we scattered all over the place. So a lot of the northern kingdom, they know what tribe they come from because they kept that intact from the Syrian captivity until they went to Osiris, where mankind never dwelt. So they can tell you, I come from Ephraim, I come from Issachar, I come from Gad, I come from Dan. They can tell you that, but we can't tell you that. So this is what they want y'all to believe. 3 tribes stayed Negro, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. And then the Most High turned the whole 10 tribes, Mexicans, Native Americans, and Hispanics. Come on, stop it, man. Stop it.
Yeah, they tried to say it was some type of mutation from mixing. That was one of the excuses that they said, right? But when Kjudah, he got good at putting charts together and timeline charts, right? So when you go to Jacob's wives was all sisters: Rachel, Leah, Zilpah, Bilhah. A lot of people don't know that they was 4 Syrian women, 4 black Syrian women. When you look up the Syrians, they was Hebrew people. So you got to ask yourself, right? 4 Syrian women, right? And a black man, Jacob, which he also was a Syrian. A lot of people don't know this. Jacob was called a Syrian, and so was Israel. So he married his own kin. They was his uncle daughters, 4 daughters. So now you got to ask yourself, right? Laban had 2 wives, right? Rachel and Leah had the same mother, and Zilpah and Bilhah had the same mother. We did a breakdown on that. It's on our channel. You can go watch that. Now, ask yourself, 4 black women having 13 kids with 1 black man. You going to tell me one of them kids came out as a Mexican, as a Hispanic? You know what I'm saying? Can't you to make it make sense?
Make it make sense.
So Leah is the mother of Judah, and Leah is the mother of Issachar. Yep. So you're telling me Leah pushed out a Negro and pushed out a Mexican? Make it make sense. Not Leah. Wait a minute. Is it Leah or is it Rachel?
No, you're right. You're right. It's Leah.
No, Leah. Leah had Judah, and Rachel had
Joseph and
what was it? Joseph and Benjamin.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? Joseph and Benjamin. Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, I had to Rachel. Yeah, I had to think about it. But yeah, family. So you got to think about it. The nation, because see, one thing about One West, they push that, they teach that we was always mixed, or our people was mixed, even when it came to Israel, and said that Jacob 2 wives was heathens, which they didn't even understand that, because that's false. They wasn't heathens. They didn't do no research on Zilpah and Bilhah, because if they did, they would learn that they were Syrian women and they was from the Hebrew stock. But they didn't know that either. They was telling people that they was from African tribes. And then when you look them up in the genealogy, you don't find them in African tribes. You find them in the Israelite genealogy. You see what I'm saying, Kjudah? And right. You also find Zilpah and Bilhah in the book, I believe it's Jasher, where it tells you that Zilpah and Bilhah are sisters and had the same mother, and they was Laban's youngest daughters from another marriage, from another wife. So they pretty much became servants unto their sisters. That's all they was. They was not slaves at all. They was Jacob's other wives.
And I got a book. Right? I got a book that me and Sham, we did a lesson on this when he did the tribe of Dan. And there's a book that's called Operation Moses and Operation Solomon. And in the book, it actually tell you that the people they air flighted over there to the so-called Middle East, they actually said it was the tribe of Dan, which is called the Wandering Jews of Ethiopia, the Philistines. So the point that I'm saying, man, that how is Ephraim in Africa and Ephraim also over here? When we know that the northern kingdom, after the Syrian captivity, they went to North Africa to a place called Osiris. But y'all know they didn't change names today, right? So now they call the place Algeria or Algeria. So the point that I'm saying, how you go from Assyrian captivity and went from there, it took you 1.5 years to get to North Africa, the northern kingdom, and you went to a place where mankind never dwelt. And you've been there since right now. to this time. And you're going to be gathered from there because the Bible said it. From beyond the rivers of Cush. What is the river that's by Cush? The Nile River. So from beyond the Nile River, my supplements, my daughter's going to bring my offering. What are y'all talking about? The 10 tribes are in Africa. Now, I'm not saying that pieces of different tribes that come over here because we don't got the information to say that they didn't. Just like in the time of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, when Yahshua was walking the earth, you had tribes of the northern kingdom still dwelling with the southern kingdom. You see that? That's in the book. The woman was from the tribe of Asher, who was dwelling in the land of the southern kingdom. So we can't never say that the northern kingdom didn't go back with the southern kingdom. We can't never say that.
Somebody's asking, where can they find the Hebrew New Testament? You can buy it off a line, family. It's a website called JesusBoat.com. They sell it. You can get probably different copies off of Amazon. Plenty of places to get a Hebrew New Testament if you're looking for one. Just type in Hebrew New Testament, Amazon, Hebrew and English New Testament. You'll get it there. Or it's a website called JesusBoat.com. You can get a copy of the Hebrew and English New Testament there. Go ahead, Kjudah. Just wanted to answer that question.
Oh yeah, already, Sham. I agree with you, my brother Heart Tribe by Fire. Once me and Sham did the root understanding, and I also did it with brother Yehuda, Elder Yehuda. We did a great job too.
Right.
Next thing we know, guess what happened, y'all? Tazariak and Kakazak is doing a debate, and he got all the maps that I have that me and Sham and Elder Yehuda and them use. He's saying verbatim the same thing that we were saying about how they was dwelling from east to west of the Jordan River. Moses was looking west. The point that I'm telling y'all is that they lurk in the bushes and they listen to everything that is being brought forth from FOPE to the CUC family to all our other brothers and sisters who teach an unadulterated truth. I want to give a shout out to Bro Tim. Bro Tim teach unadulterated truth. You see what I'm saying? So these men lurk around, and the next thing you know, everything that you didn't say verbatim, they regurgitating it. But they just was going against it a year ago or 2 years ago, telling everybody, man, Ruth is a heathen. So I got a good question for the audience. Is this book by Israelites? Is this book written by Israelites? And is this book for Israelites? Even though we know we're supposed to teach all the nations. Listen to what I'm asking. If this book is for Israelites, by Israelites, written by Israelites, how y'all gonna tell me Ruth is a heathen with a book named after her? So that means this book not just by Israelites, it's for everybody. Everybody can teach this book. How you gonna tell me that Job is an Edomite and Obadiah is an Edomite? What is going on in this nation, man? Everybody in this Bible is an Israelite that got a name and a book named after them. Everybody. This book is really an Israelite book. But if you're going to tell me that heathens got books named after them, then it's not an Israelite book. Everybody can teach it. So we shouldn't get mad when you see the heathen teaching your book. Heathen got books named after them. Y'all got to stop it, man. Ruth is not a Moabite. Read the history when they came out of Egypt and you will get your answer. Read Numbers 21, Numbers 22, and then you go to Ruth. You can't just go straight to Ruth and start talking about, oh, yeah, look, this is Moabite woman. No, you got to understand the history when they came out of Egypt to understand Ruth. If you don't do that, you're going to confuse people, bro. You got to understand the history, bro. Go ahead, Sham.
Right. Yeah, and that's one big problem in the nation of Israel. A lot of people don't understand the history of Israel. And that's why they don't understand the captivities. That's why they think that the Israelites came to America after the Assyrian captivity, which they didn't, thinking that they came down the Euphrates River on a ship, which a ship can't go down the Euphrates River. It's too shallow. It's just a lot of stuff, family. But that's just how the nation is, you know. It's taking breakdowns, teachings, and things like that, and regurgitation is a way to make money.
Yep.
Right. But you know, I just look at it like this too. The Most High say He set us up nations and take down nations, just like He set up these false leaders. Now somebody got to be the false leaders in the nation, you know. Somebody got to. Somebody got to play those roles. But the Most High used who He want. And like I said before, Kjudah, I just truly believe that this is something that's going on in the nation of Israel.
Right.
It's a war with the half breeds versus the full blooded Israelites. And what I mean by that is the natural branches. You know, you have the unnatural branches and you have the natural branches. And these unnatural branches and all these people that crept in Israel are trying to control the nation, and the natural branches are sitting back, letting these heathens do whatever they want to do. Someone asked, "Do we celebrate Purim
Yeah, we
or
do.
keep Purim?" We keep the high holy days, family.
Yep. Absolutely. Yep.
All of them as much as we can,
Yep.
and people keep the high holy days on different calendars. I'm not going to get into that because that's not my concern. As long as you acknowledge what you acknowledge and you doing it to the best of your ability, then I'll say most high bless. But I'm not into arguing about dates anymore and all that stuff that people do.
Yep.
It's just stupid.
Thanks.
You know, everybody, we all live in different time zones, different places around this globe. So we're not going to be on 100% on one accord. You know what I mean? That's how I look at things. So K Judah, he's what, hour, 2 hours behind me. I'm
Right.
ahead of him. So at the end of the day, that's the way the sun and the moon circulate around this earth. I'm not going to get into times and dates and all that. My brother acknowledge where he at. I'm gonna acknowledge where I'm at. We're gonna acknowledge and celebrate, and that's all that matters for us.
Yep.
That. But I'm not gonna get into a whole. I don't mind answering questions. I just know when people ask about stuff like that, it's always about time, and it's just I don't want to get into an argument about that because I
Absolutely.
just think that don't make sense. Just if
Yep.
you're acknowledging the high holy days, that's just the most important thing. Celebrate them. But go ahead, K. Judah.
And I also realized that it's not about the food. You know what I'm saying? Yes, we eat a beautiful meal. It's prepared, unleavened bread, but it supersedes the food because when you look at all the feast days, the feast days are about salvation. Every feast day is about salvation. It aims towards salvation. And that's the beauty of the feast days because they represent something higher than just having a holy convocation eating food. Let's have a holy convocation and be spiritual. Let's have a holy convocation and really understand what Yahshua did for this nation. Dog, when you read the Bible, what this man went through, I have to humble myself. I got to check myself daily. What is I'm saying? When people say something to me and it's out of pocket, I got to check myself because every time I think about what Yahshua went through, not only do it make me tear up, but this man opened not his mouth. They spit in this man's face. They marred his image. They beat him. He opened not his mouth. So he showed me the way that I'm supposed to go. He showed me the way how I'm supposed to conduct myself. And Yashiyah said something, Elder Yashiyah said something, and it really hit home. I'm not fighting against flesh and blood. Sham not fighting against flesh and blood. We fighting against spirits, principalities and powers in high places. So I'm just going to rebuke the spirit that's on you. I can't rebuke you. You just flesh and blood. The spirit is using you to say the disrespectful things or come up against brethren who's trying to edify his people. That's a spirit on you, brother, or spirit on you, sister. So I got to check myself daily. And I pray that y'all doing the same. Don't let people get under your skin. People going to say all type of nasty things to you, but guess what? They said these things to our Messiah. So I'm checking myself daily. I'm working on myself daily. That's why when Sham be telling y'all, man, ain't nobody perfect in this awakening. We all striving. That's true. That's true. That's why nobody can be a leader, bro. Like I don't want to be nobody leader. Because I'm checking me daily. How I'm gonna lead you, and I'm checking me daily. Now we can edify you on the scriptures. We can lead you in the way that you're supposed to go. We can show you that, hey, brother, you see that road right there? Just keep going straight, brother. No. Don't go left. Don't go right. Just straight, brother. Keep going straight. You're going to find what you're looking for. We can do that for you. But when a person say, like, they under us, no, nobody's under us. And we not over nobody. We brothers and sisters. We don't have followers. We have brothers and sisters that support the channel. We don't have followers because I'm not worthy to be followed. I'm not worthy to be your leader. I'm just edifying you with my brother Sham and answering questions. That's it. And praying that somebody may hear it and it may help somebody along their journey. That's what we here for. All we can do is plant seeds, and Yahshua come and he gonna sup with you. He gonna sup with you, family. We plant the seed, he do the watering. If he don't water you, you're a tree that he don't want to water. If he do water you, you beneficial to his program. If he don't, because he say he make one to honor and one to dishonor. Everybody is not for honor. Some men are for dishonor, and they gonna get put to death. Telling you, go ahead.
Right. You're right. Like, people, you gotta understand that. See, the thing is, when you see these Israelites out here, and everybody is not going to be an honorable person. You know, some of us are, some of us not. That's just the way the world is. And what destroys men is corruption, greed, money, and power. Especially if you have people out here who never had money, power, respect. You know what I'm saying, Kjudah? They get a taste of that, and then they lose their wits. Unfortunately, that's just how it is. That's why I always speak about people who never experienced things, or who had money or had women. So now when they realize, oh, I got this position, now I can have all these women, I'm being looked at, you know, they don't know how to take attention. You know, me, I don't seek attention. I don't need it. I don't have a mommy and daddy disorder. I'm not walking in the room and saying, everybody, look at me, you know.
Right.
But you got brothers out here who like that. They want all the attention. They want all the eyes on them. They want to be seen. You know, I don't care for that. You know, I'm a man. I'm private. I like to stay to myself. I like to keep my business to myself. I'm not in a place to lead anybody. You know, I've been going through a lot of things in my personal life, you know, and I've been trying to get myself together and, you know, keep my family upright and abroad so we can do the things that we need to do, you know. So I just know that.
You still there, Sham?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, okay.
All I'm saying is, my fault. I thought I was still speaking. All I'm here to do is to lead the people to the Messiah and lead the people to the Most High, so they can worship and honor them. Because nobody's good but the Father family. I'm not good. Kjudah not good. We're filthy rags and just humble servants, and we want y'all to get to the promised land. Same like Elder Quanoff always said this that I love. He said, I don't care if I'm the last one walking through the gate, shutting the door in the kingdom. As long as I made it in there, that's all that matters. You know. So that's all we trying to do for y'all. You know. Somebody else had a question. Hold on, let me see what they say.
Okay, I got you. Is at the bottom? Oh, okay.
Okay. They was asking, have we ever did a class on the flat Earth or the globe Earth, and do we have an opinion on it?
Yes, we did, Sham. You remember? Gregory Johnson, me and my brother Sham actually did, and when we did it, brother, we actually used images. We use a lot of things on there too, and we use the scripture. So yeah, me and my brother Sham did do a lesson on the flat Earth, and I even got people that I love within the community. And like I say, like Sham said earlier, we don't have to agree on everything, but we can have a respectful conversation about it, and we just have differences of opinion. But that's just what it is, man. Like, some people believe in flat earth, some people don't. But at the end of the day, that's still my brother, that's still my sister. So yes, we did do a class on the flat earth because me and Sham believe flat earth, because we read in the Bible that the Most High put a compass in the earth, and we know a compass is direction. And he said, I'm going to gather you from the four corners of the earth. So if you got four corners of an earth, that's you know, a nutshell in itself to tell
it's
you
not
that
four corners on the ball.
Yeah. So he gonna
can't
gather
have four corners on the ball. Yeah, you can't have four corners on the ball. If you can, please show me how you got four corners on the ball that's round. like in the way of a globe form. That's all I'm saying.
And Gregory Johnson in the book of Job, he talked about this molten looking glass. And when it rains, brother, if you ever notice, when you look at the rainbow, what is it shaped like? It's shaped like a dome. So you got the rain, you got the sun, and you got the reflection from that molten looking glass. What do you get? You get a rainbow. You get a rainbow. And it's shaped just like a dome. In some places, it show more. In some areas, in some places, it show less. But we know that the Most High put a firmament in the heavens, and above that firmament is a great body of water. Now, within the firmament, we see the sun, moon, and the stars. That is inside the molten looking glass. It is not outside of the molten looking glass. It is within the molten looking glass. So when we look up and we see the sun, the moon, and the stars, above that is water. It's water. I divided the earth from the waters above, from the waters beneath. The earth sitteth in the water and out of the water. The earth sit on pillars. It cannot be moved. The Bible says the earth sit on pillars. It cannot be moved. The earth abideth forever and it cannot be moved. So this earth is not spinning around. He just told you it can't be moved. It's not spinning.
And they tell you that the earth is spinning, but this Bible says the earth don't move. Then when you go into Joshua 10, and this is how you know everything rotate around the earth, because Joshua prayed that the sun and the moon stop so that he could creep upon his enemies. Everything rotate around the earth.
Talk to him,
Another thing is, when I said you can learn this, is when you're a child, if you lay down, right, and you'll see, you know how you should look in the sky, you will see what? The clouds moving around the earth. Yep. But you don't move at all. And another thing is, when you go into the Apocrypha, this also say where the Most High set the stars in the skies, that's where he placed them. That's where they stay. So you be like, well, I don't see the stars out at night. It depends on the reflection of the cycle of the sky, whether you want to see them out. But the stars are always sitting in the same place. They don't move.
Talk to him.
Tell you that in the Apocrypha.
Yep. Man, y'all keep asking y'all questions, family. Like I said, me and my brother is here to address our people in love and not judgment. We have no judgment. We have no judgment towards Israel. We are here to encourage our people. We are not here to put you down. We are not here to belittle you. We are not here because what you don't understand, your lack of understanding, because guess what? We all had lack of understanding when we first came into the truth. I didn't know nothing. I did not know nothing. I had to learn, family. But once you hungry for something, you're gonna give the same dedication to the word that you would anything else. Because I'm gonna keep it real. One thing I do notice is that more dedication is put to things of the world, and the things that are spiritual is less dedication. So men won't understand it, but they don't want to do the work. You have to do the work. You want to get the understanding that Sham have, you got to do the work. You got to get the books. You have to research. You have to read. That man didn't get this understanding just by regurgitating somebody else or only listening to when he first came in. Yes, we all listened to the elders when we first came in. But guess what? You have to also do your own due diligence so you don't become a regurgitator, family, because your elders might not always be right about something. And that's fine. Because the Most High may give you something to edify your elders. Exactly. Sham just told y'all there was a doctrine going around that he was trying to get his finger on. Like, man, I'm really trying to get understanding of this. This man might be right about you can grape the woman. Elder Quinat told Sham, "Now, bro, don't give up. Don't stop." Sham did not stop. I did the lesson with Sham about the grape doctrine. Do y'all hear in the community that you can grape women? You do not hear the doctrine no more. You know why? Because the Most High used Sham to destroy it. So you don't hear men saying it no more. You really believe that our Elohim will allow us? He just told you, keep my law, statutes, and commandments. Do not defile the land, but you can take a woman and just take it. Come on, y'all. Go ahead, Sham.
Right. And that was like a 4-hour class we did on that topic.
Yep.
And we, KG, we done did so much teaching, brother. It's ridiculous from over the years. If y'all go and look at the body of work we did so far, and we not even done. I got stuff to bring out in the New Testament, the Hebrew New Testament, that people ain't seen. How we going to show the Messiah name written short and long in the Hebrew New Testament and in the Hebrew Apocrypha. There's so much stuff that me and Kjudah haven't even touched on yet that people don't know about, that we still working on and putting stuff together. Even stuff about even though we already broke that down, but the whole thing about where's Arthur refs, the Euphrates River, it's so much stuff that people don't touch on. They just read in English, but we gonna bring it out in the language as well. They even prove it even more in the language, showing y'all that this didn't happen here and that didn't happen there. And that's another reason why they get mad. And they know that they would never debate us because they know that they won't win. They don't have the books. And this is one thing I will say I'm happy about, that the Most High did bless me of giving me the knowledge in the books and giving me the power to acquire these old Hebrew lexicons and dictionaries from the 1800s, from like 1801 and 1850 and 1839, 1821, and people don't got their hands on books like these. So when you just dealing with online applications and you dealing with somebody who got multiple books from the late 1800s and beyond, how you expect to win when I'm dealing with older information? And I'll be telling people that this say this in the Hebrew. People tell me all the time, it don't say that in the Hebrew. And I'm like, bro, how you gonna tell me? I know what I read in these books. I got to highlight it. Kjudah seen it. He's looked at it with me when I show him. Tell him. And then sit there and they tell me that this don't say this. And then I show it to them. And they're going to ask me, what's the source? And I'm like, well, if it wasn't a real source, you wouldn't see a yellow highlight marker there, because you can tell it came out of a book. Where do you think I got it from? You know what I'm saying? It ain't come from no computer scan, obviously.
Right, bro.
I never heard of that book before, because it wasn't for you to have. That's the problem. I got stuff that come out of Harvard and Yale, Dead Sea Scrolls in the Hebrew that people don't have, that I got my hands on. How did I get it? Ask yourself. That's the kind of stuff that I be trying to tell people, man. But I bring out what I bring out of what the Most High want me to reveal to the people. Even though I know I have a good abundance of information, but I ain't got nothing like what's inside that Vatican. Now, I'm going to tell you, if I ever got an opportunity to look through them manuscripts, I probably would never leave that place, Kjudah.
Already.
I would never leave. I'll be down there with a magnifying glass, looking at all them records, trying to see put all these missing pieces together.
Facts.
I wouldn't want to go home. I wouldn't want to leave. Point me to all the Hebrew scrolls. But see, I know they'll never let me see it because they'll kill me.
Why y'all think
they
I
would
know
kill
Hebrew?
me?
Why y'all think I be in the Hebrew now? The man sitting right here next to me. I never looked up words in Hebrew because I didn't understand it. I didn't know how. But once I got around my brother Shar Sham, see, this what we are trying to tell our people. You have to be open and humble yourself down to receive information. If you think you know everything, you're gonna cloud your understanding. You're not gonna be able to elevate because you feel like nobody can teach you nothing. I did not start understanding Hebrew and looking up Hebrew definitions until I met Shar Sham first, and then Elder Berawak and Elder Yashiyah. I know that the New Testament was not written in Greek, but everybody want to keep talking about Greek, but Yahshua spoke to Paul in Hebrew. So how was it written in Greek, but he's speaking to Paul in Hebrew? What that's telling y'all, that these books was written in our language. So we got to go back to us. We can't depend upon Greek to get edification and teach our people according to a Greek man. Come on now. We can't do that, family. Well, in the Greek, the definition, no, partner, what is saying Hebrew? Hebrew don't got all these definitions. Give me Hebrew. Don't tell me what no Greek say. Give me the Hebrew. That's why we got some translation problems because of Greek. So we got to go back to our language, and we got to edify one another based on our language, family. I mean, that's what they were speaking. Go ahead, Sham.
And you notice this too, Kjudah. when you deal with the Hebrew language, right? When you're dealing with the Hebrew language
Mm-hmm.
and where we come from, right? When you go into your own manuscripts and in your own books, that's what I tell everybody, right? When they give you a book in the ancient language, you got to ask yourself questions. Why would the Most High give us a book with half tongue that belong to us and half tongue that belong to a heathen?
Talk to him, Sham.
Paul said out his own mouth, he hates speaking Greek. So Paul let us make up most of the New Testament. But if you hate speaking Greek, you know what I mean? Why would
Yep.
you give us a book, a half of a book
In Greek.
in Greek? That's all I'm saying. Make it make sense. And then even when I tell people, you got to ask yourself, when Yahweh Shah Yeshua walked the earth, Israel was a nation. Still in Jerusalem, Israel, during the time. We had a nation, family.
Yep.
We wasn't in exile. We was a nation. You had the Sanhedrin, the Ebony Knights, the Zealots, the Sakari, the Sanhedrin, the scribes, the Pharisees, the Emphysenes. You see what I'm saying? All these different
Mm-hmm.
sectors of Jews that was still in Israel. So
Even
they
had
was
the fake
teaching the
Herodians.
Torah, right? The Herodians. They were still living through the Torah laws during the time when Paul was walking.
That's right.
Paul himself was a Pharisee of the Pharisees. You see what I'm saying? So you're going to sit here and tell me that the Lord is going to give us a half a book in a heathen language and a half a book in our own language and our own culture? It doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. And then the Most High told me in the spirit, Shar, Sham, leave the Greek alone. I had all these Hebrew New Testaments, but I was still studying the New Testament in English and Greek. And he was telling me, leave it alone. Read it in your own language. Why are you even dealing with Greek New Testament? And when he was telling me that, he's like, you need to keep your book and your language that you study. And after I stopped doing that, all the confusion went away. And then he started opening it and expanding me on what was Paul talking about in the New Testament. Read it in Hebrew. You have a Hebrew Aramaic New Testament. Why are you not reading it in Hebrew? And I said, you know what, Lord, you're right. I'm gonna put this this Greek New Testament down, Greek and English New Testament down, and deal with the Hebrew only. And it make perfectly sense when you start reading it. And then everything compared the New Testament in Hebrew to the Old Testament, you'll see how much it matched up and what Paul really was talking about. And
Facts.
then, like I said, once you study the ancient Greece and Rome and what was going on in Rome, then you'll understand why Paul was teaching what he was teaching. When you study the Roman law of nature and study what they was about, then you'll understand what was going on with Rome. Then you'll understand the New Testament even more and why Paul was saying the things that he was saying. Because Rome had a certain society in the way that they live, how you offend them, how you don't offend them. I just recently learned that high heels and makeup and the wigs that they was wearing when we brought out about the long hair in Rome,
Yep.
Kjudah,
Long hair.
that was
Yep.
that was men customs. That's why they was doing that. They was wearing high heels. I didn't even know the women weren't wearing high heels. That was a man thing for fashion. It was it was a high status in Rome. That's why they wore high heels. Wearing
Mm-hmm.
high heels. When you see that picture of George Washington, he got them heels on.
Yeah.
All that stuff come from there. This is why they wore high heels. This is why they was wearing mascara, lipstick. Didn't know that. That come from Rome. They was wearing feminine hairstyles. They was cutting the
Yep.
beards because having a beard in Rome was considered a low status. So, like I said, if you don't know the history, you don't know what you're talking about. Gotta learn history. Well, go ahead, KJ.
And then you got to know that the Greeks and the Roman merged together, and there was perverseness. That's why they call themselves the Greco-Roman Empire, because they came together. Because who ruled first? The Greeks, and then
The
Rome came
eldest,
after them.
the eldest asked, "What do we think of
Okay.
people teaching that you can live a sinless life?" Well, I feel when people teach that, they teaching that they don't need the Messiah and they don't need salvation. So that's how I feel when I see that. And ISBK pretty much teach that, because Cesariak and them say that they don't sin. Tell them what laws do they break. And I'm like, you sin every day, because the Messiah said if you sinned in your mind, or like if I sit here and had a thought that I slept with Kjudah, right? I already did it in my heart. So I already done sinned, right, Kjudah?
Absolutely.
According to the Lord. All right,
According
then.
to the
So
Lord.
you're not gonna sit here and tell me that you don't sin if you have a wicked thought like that. You see what I'm saying? But that's what they claim. They claiming that they don't sin. But you know, I feel if you don't sin, you don't need salvation, because none of us can live perfect in the flesh. We want to be tempted every day.
The brother said, I'm seeking knowledge. Is there any books I can read besides the Bible? Uh
Many books.
yep, you got man. I mean, I got the Dead Sea Scrolls now. You know, my brother Sham and Elder Bear walking them Elder Yashia. They got me on all the Dead Sea Scrolls. I got plenty of books of them.
The
I got my
Josephus,
yep, I got my Josephus. I
history of
got
Josephus.
my I got a lot of encyclopedias. I got my Apocrypha. I got the 54 complete books of the Apocrypha. So I got the Jubilees, I got the creation. Hey, there's another thing. I'm telling y'all, man, this come by way of my brothers, man. And my sisters, Essential Growth and Sis Shannon. I got to give them credit too. And my CUC sisters and brothers. I learned from all of them, family. No one man can just come up with all this information on his own. That's arrogance. We learning from somebody, family. Now, who we learning from is the question. But we learning. Whether good or bad, you learning. Because I always say, like my elder bro Bowie say, if you're going to do wrong, at least try to do it right. Because your teachers, they either going to teach you the right way or they going to teach you the wrong way. But you learning. Whether it's good or bad, you learning. Whether it's bad doctrine or good doctrine. But anyway, there's plenty of books, brother. You got the Apocrypha. You got the Dead Sea Scrolls. You got the complete 54 books of the Apocrypha. You know, get you some encyclopedias. Get you some Bible dictionaries, you know, like the Hebrew, like Sham got me to get. All these are beneficial to your walk. And don't let nobody tell you what books to read. That's another thing that we see within this awakening. Hey, don't read that book. No, don't read that book neither. Hey, don't touch that book. Man, I read all of our history. And if something don't sound right, it just don't sound right. But I'm not finna throw away our history because somebody else telling me not to read it. I'm gonna read everything, because did you know this, brother? Brother Yat Nathan, in the book of Genesis, did you know it was 22 things created in the beginning? Yeah, it was 22 things created. Man, Sham was about to do a lesson on it. But the Most High used Elder Yashia to bring it forth. But man, Sham already had it prepared. It's 22 letters in the Hebrew alphabet, 22 things of creation. See what I'm saying? So the angels was created on the first day, but the King James Bible don't tell you that. So you got to go get the extra biblical text to understand it. It was 22 things created in creation. The angels was created on the first day. How we know that? Because how was they able to rejoice and jump for joy at the creation of the Most High if they wasn't created the first day? The book of Job asks Job, where was you when the sons of God rejoiced when he was doing all of this? They was created on the first day.
And everything in the Bible is sequential order. That's another thing. The Bible is written in a puzzle, because it was not written in a manuscript for you to read back to front like a novel. That's why it's so brilliant. It's written in a puzzle. So that's why I say it's here a little, there a little. And it's also written in sequential order. So you'll see some things that repeats in time because it's sequential. So that's why everything goes off of like dates and time. This is why the Illuminati and people like that, they do things on a certain time rounds, because they understand the rituals and how the orders work in the scriptures. So this is why like 50 years is a jubilee, and they do certain things every 50 years. It's because of sequential order and the way that it works. I'm telling Kjudah that all the time. The more you learn the history, the more you get into the language, you'll start seeing things that goes on in sequential order, and then you'll start seeing things that happen in the past, and then you'll see things that goes on in the future, and then you'll wonder why certain people would have certain names that's ruling over you, because the Most High is a very comical person. Man, Elder Quanaf used to talk about it all the time, how you'll learn things in the scriptures, and we'll pretty much be getting laughed at on certain incidents. You're like, dang, man, the Most High got a serious sense of humor. But some people don't see it, but we'll see it by certain things and certain people that rule that have certain names. And you're like, wow, that's crazy. Because the things that ancestors did or said, it'll be in a future event, and then somebody else will be ruling over us with a name similar to what's going on, and it'd be funny. It's just a lot of crazy things that you'll see in the scriptures that a lot of people don't pay attention to. But everything is in sequential order. You just, once you start seeing certain things happen, and you'll understand the order in the scriptures, you'll see things. And it's about if the Most High going to open up your mind to expand you to see certain things.
Right.
You know, and then you can go to a higher learning. It's even like when you're learning about Enoch. When I tell people all the stuff, when they be asking about how they don't need the Messiah, or they're going to just run to the Most High. But I'm like, but Enoch told you he was terrified, scared. He tried to rip the garment off and run from the Most High. So now ask yourself that. Enoch is a great man, prophet, and he was terrified of the Most High. But you telling me that you don't need a mediator? Really? Come on, man. This man was terrified, running away.
Right. You're right, Sham. Hey, Elder Barawak, Elder Yashia, I'm glad you put this up. Because it's something I want to touch on. The elder said, I have the PDF of the Koshin scrolls. I believe it's the oldest Hebrew New Testament manuscripts. They were black Jews in India. Guess why that's important, y'all?
And that's facts. Let me say this real quick before you say that, Kjudah. Because James, Yahweh brother, was in India, and he had a Hebrew New Testament. It's documents and manuscripts that talk about James was in India teaching, and he had the Hebrew New Testament with him in India. But go ahead. And that's crazy that he said that. And I knew that about James. But go ahead.
My brother Sham just said James was teaching in India. Guess why this is important? When you read the book of Josephus, it talks about Shem, right? And it says that Shem inheritance started from the Indian Ocean. The reason why I'm pointing this out, because where Shem dwellings was, you still have Shem children today dwelling in the dwellings of Shem. Because remember, the Israelites is not the only ones who come from Shem. Shem had other children who also received their inheritance within the inheritance of Shem. So it started from the Indian Ocean, and look what the elder just put on the screen. You have black Jews in India. There you go. I'm telling y'all, the Bible is a true book. If you understand history, and it was something that I kept asking for. I say, Father, help me to understand maps. I never could get my finger on maps. Like I'd be looking at the scriptures, looking at locations on map, and be like, man, I'm confused, bro. This man has made me so sharp with these maps. The Most High have given me great insight to understand maps now. So when you really dedicate it and you want it, he'll give it to you, family. He'll give it to any one of us. I'm not the only one who understand maps. I'm not the only one who can understand maps. If you won't understand it, he'll give it to you if you're dedicated. So now I understand how to go into the scriptures, and I can walk it down to you on a map, where they went, where they didn't go, where I land at, who over here, who over there, how they changed the names, what the name used to be. I can show you all that on the map now, but I couldn't at first. So when you want something, just be dedicated. He'll give it to you. It's just that simple, man.
Right.
Any more questions? Let me see. Yeah, timeline is very important. Timeline is very important. Okay.
And also, family, like I was telling you before, continue to prep your houses, prepare your families. There's a lot of things going on in the society right now. As I said before, they are trying to get rid of insurance for people to have health insurance and things like that. That's what's going on in the world. A lot of people is already being affected by it, you know, and I think it's more important. It's a time that we need to be more healthier than anything. Like I said, my coworker that worked with me, he had to cancel his insurance because his insurance went up to $425 a month just to cover him. And he's a healthy grown man. You know what I'm saying, Kjudah?
Absolutely.
that charged him, trying to charge him $400 something just for health insurance. Now, a lot of people is about to be going without, and you know, this world is going to get crazy, and we don't know how these next 4 years is going to look. You know, and maybe it'll get bad and then get good, but who knows? But I'm just telling you, family, make sure that y'all have everything you need, because we don't know what's going to happen. We just going to wait and, you know, keep our faith and, you know, pray that we be delivered out of anything that goes wrong in the society. So
I want to show y'all this. Yeah, Tim, we got you. Hey, Sham, Tim say, can we do a lesson on Acts 10? The breakdown
yes,
of Acts 10. Yeah, we got you. Y'all can see this, Sham?
yes, what's up?
This goes to prove what Shar Sham and Elder Beryl Walk and Elder Yashiyah just said. So if you see this, family, it says Koshin Jews, also known as the Malabar Jews of Koshinam, Yehudi, are the oldest group of Jews in India. There you go, family. And this is just Wikipedia, but they actually have the manuscript. So this just goes to prove to you that they know the truth. Everybody know the truth, family. They know who we are. The world know who we are. We just trying to figure out who we are, because a lot of our people are still caught up in religion. And it's not a knock to our people that's still caught up, because we was once caught up. But I pray that the Most High open up y'all eyes. I pray that the Most High bring y'all out, because I'm telling y'all, these Christian preachers are the worst in America. And guess which ones are the worst? It's the
The black
Negro,
ones.
the black ones.
Mm-hmm.
They are the worst. Now you got this new guy who then came up on the scene named Philip Anthony Mitchells. This man then blew up, just blew up, just blew up, you know, and everybody listening to him, and they say he's a man of God. But me and my brother Shar Sham know that man was sent by Hashatan, bro. Don't think
Yep.
because he got our skin color, he was sent by the Most High Yah. That man denounced our nationality. He makes sure he bash it. He makes sure he said that the Jewish people are the people of God. So that man bought and paid for.
Yeah, I told
Bought and
people that
paid.
the devil is a Negro like us. I don't know why people don't believe it. I know people love to say the white man the devil, and I understand that. But you got to remember, Satan was in a kingdom with all the other angels. You feel
Yep.
me? You want to sit here and tell me that he was a European, unclean white man in the
Make it make
kingdom?
sense, man.
That's why I keep telling him, Satan ain't nothing but a nigga. And when you see him, you're gonna be surprised and be like, no. And I'm gonna be sitting there saying, yes, it makes sense
We bent Sham. We did a
because
lesson on it. You remember? We showed them that the angels are burnished brass. You remember?
mhm.
What color is burnished
So
brass, y'all?
it gotta be Yahweh Shah adversary, gotta be another Negro. He gotta be black. And it probably don't make sense to a lot of people, because people just want to see the white man doing this, the white man doing that. I keep telling you, the biggest enemy to the Negro is the Negro. Ain't nothing like a house Negro.
You better tell them.
They the worst. Ain't nothing like a half breed. Go find out who took down the Moors. People keep thinking that it was their own people. Nope. It was their so-called half breed brothers that took down the Moors. They joined with the enemy. And this is why we keep telling y'all about the mixing, dealing with the mongrels. And you can go right in the Hebrew. When you look up the Manza, the Lord called them in the Hebrew. The Lord said they are cast outs, or like what you would call them, a castaway. They was cast out the nation. That's why they was cast out the nation. When you see people like Great Drake, Blake Griffin, I know it's hard for people to understand, but it's in the Hebrew. The Lord cast the mixed breeds out for a reason. Cast them out for a reason.
Right.
Go do your history. And you know what, KG, we gonna have to do something on that again.
Absolutely. You're
Because
right.
that
You're right.
12 tribe chart is the biggest stumbling block in the nation of Israel, and it promotes race mixing. And the Lord hate race mixing because you're polluting your seed. You're destroying the holy seed. He want the holy seed pure, and he want everything separated, like he teach. Just like he don't like us mixing fabrics, he don't want you taking your seed and planting it in any dirt That's why I tell you in the scriptures, find a good field to plant your seed in. But he's saying of your own kind, not of some other man's land. He don't want you plant your seed in that.
I'm going to read this right quick, Sham. This is Ezekiel chapter 1. I'm going to start at verse 5. It say, also out of the midst thereof came the likeness of 4 living creatures. And this was their appearance. They had the likeness of a man. And everyone had 4 faces. And everyone had 4 wings. And their feet were straight feet. Like the sole of their feet was like the sole of a calf's foot. And they sparkled like the color of burnished brass. There you go. Burnished brass, family. Y'all remember Christ's feet look like they burned in the furnace? But the people that keep trying to tell us that Christ is not a man that look like us, they don't understand that when they say they was polished like the color of burnished brass, if you polish anything, what is going to look like, y'all? Is it not going to sparkle and look beautiful? So the man's feet were so beautiful and polished and sparkling, but the color is when he said it looked like they was burnt in the furnace. But they want to lie to you and say the brass part is the color. No. The polished brass is not the color. It just was polished beautifully.
Now, Kjudah, ask yourself this, right? They said that Satan, the devil, he was the most beautiful angel in heaven and had the best voice. Was he not?
The best voice and the beautiful angel.
So you gonna tell me that's a white man? You telling me that the white man, that who y'all keep saying that that's Satan, that's gonna be the devil when y'all see him, that's gonna be a white man? Please.
Evil don't have, and this another thing. Y'all keep talking about the white man, the devil. Bruh, you got black devils. Evil don't have a color, man. I teach this to my children. Evil don't have a color. The people that's going to do you wrong the most is the people that look like you. And the people that's going to do wrong to white people the most is the people that look like white people. Everybody do wrong where they live at to each other. They beat each other up. They kill each other. They got gangs in different cultures. All these things happen in all cultures. So the white man, when y'all say he the devil or the adversary, a lot of you Negroes are the adversary to this awakening. So what that make you? Are you a devil? Because some of y'all are bringing Israel to the gates of hell. Are you a devil? But you're not going to call yourself a devil. Me and Sham been telling people that Satan look like us. He don't look like a white man. That don't even make any sense. He look like us. All the angels are burnished brass. Everything in heaven look alike, family. So that's why when people say, man, the Most High don't got no color, he's a spirit. So I got a good question for you. The angel are spirits, right? But when they came in the presence of Abraham, was he not able to see them? But them were spirits, though. Did they not sit down and eat? But they were spirits, though. But Abraham can see them. Come on, cut it out, man. Spirits have a body. They have a color. They have flesh on their body. Guess what they don't have? Blood compacted in their body like us. They don't have blood, but they do have flesh and they do have a look to them. So knock it off, man. Stop.
Now you notice the scripture also going to say that this is the man that caused all the nations to fall. This is the man that caused all the problems on the earth. Y'all really think that that's going to be a white man, KG?
Talk to me.
You know what I mean? That's what y'all really think that especially the Negroes, the Jews, that's going to be coming back. Because you know why? Y'all going to be expecting to see a white man. But trust me, when y'all find out it's somebody look just like you, a Negro, that's why y'all going to say this is the man. Because it's going to be somebody you least suspected. You know what I'm saying, K. Judah?
Yep.
Y'all going to be sitting there and going to be in total shock. That's why they're going to be saying this is the man. And see, that's going to make Israel even mad even more. Because they're going to realize it's like the Messiah always said, it's our very own people.
Yep.
Our very own people. The same people who got him crucified by the Romans. Remember, Pontius Pilate did what? He was a heathen. He said, I'm washing my hands from this. Did he not?
Yep, he set him free.
Right. Yep. But you got to make it make sense. And the reason why they can't see it, because this type of knowledge wasn't given to them because they caught in religious ideology and foolishness and all these. The white man. They so caught on the white man that they're not even looking at their own. You see what I'm saying? That's why I tell everybody the biggest enemy to us is our very selves. This is why the scripture says your eye shall be evil towards your own brother. We look at ourselves as our worst enemy.
Right.
It's the battle between Jacob and Esau is no different when you look at the battle between Shar and the devil, Satan himself.
Talk
There's
to him,
two
Sham.
brothers fighting for what? Power. It's pretty much the same thing. Two Negroes. That's all it is. We know Esau wasn't white. He was a black, red-headed Negro. You know what I mean? Red-headed Negroes you got out here that come out with red hair. Like I said, that runs in my family. Every certain generation, somebody born in my family with red hair.
Facts.
That's just how it is. But it's our own. See, the story is about us, Israel. It ain't about no white man. That's why when they talk about the white man, it's the closest thing that's no, he not. That man is recessive and born with recessive genes. He got a smell to him. His hair drop, dead hair. They get fleas and ticks and type of bugs on their body. Black people don't do that. I don't care how dirty a Negro is, Kjudah. Have you ever seen
Nope.
us having bugs living on our body?
Nope.
Brothers
Never.
been homeless for years on the streets, and they never had them problems that these other nations got.
Nope.
So, they just making up stuff.
Our sister TXB for you said, so where did white people come from? I gotta let somebody else deal with that field. That's out of
Okay.
my field.
So some people say white people come from a mutation that happened with the albinos. Some people believe that they came from mixing with the fallen. I'm not for sure where they come from, but I'm for sure for one thing. I don't believe that they're human. If you ask me, for one, they don't have color, and for two, their body give off a stench when they sweat and they got water on them. They smell like a dog. That's not normal. That's an animalistic thing. You see what I'm saying, Kjudah? So that should tell you something right there. So I'm not for sure where they come from, but I don't think albinos even smell like they do, even though they lack melanin when they get wet. You see what I'm saying? I don't even think
Do they have
albinos smell like that.
Neanderthal? Don't they have Neanderthal in them?
Yeah, they have Neanderthal DNA in their genome, which is part beast. And we know that man and animals, they had it was somebody that slew a person in the Bible. I think their body was like, I don't know where that scripture at, but I've been looking for it. I think they took it out of the scriptures, but I remember reading that where somebody slew the beast. They saw a man, they said he had half human body, half animal body. You ever read that before in the scriptures, Kjudah?
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about? Where he slew them. I think like half his body was like a horse, and the other top was of a man.
I read that before. Yep, facts.
Yeah, it's in the scripture somewhere. But when I find it again, I'm going to mark it. But yeah, you had people interbreeding with animals back then. So, and that's why I don't want to get into all that other stuff I said because, they took my channel down last time because of
about bestiality. You remember Sham, bestiality? That's why he put that.
Yeah, the bestiality. When we did the class on everybody on this planet isn't human. So, but that's another thing. I'm not gonna get into that again because they was coming at us hard about dedicate you.
Oh, yeah, they was too. Yeah, they was, boy.
So some stuff, we just got to leave alone. But trust me, listen. When you expand your mind, you're gonna realize everything or people you see ain't what you see. I would just tell you like this: when you saw that TV show, the movie Men in Black, I would tell you they not lying. What you see there is you're going to see people walking around looking in human flesh and form, and they not human. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave it at that.
I want to say this, brother Tim, is in the book of Daniel. You're talking about Nebuchadnezzar. When Nebuchadnezzar, he got a little arrogant on the Lord, right? Nebuchadnezzar got a little arrogant, Tim, and he said that his hands is the one that established the kingdom. Now, if anybody don't believe that the Most High can turn a man to an animal, you better go read about Nebuchadnezzar, That boy grew hair all on his body. That boy nails grew long, and that boy mind was chained to an animal, and he was out there eating with the animals for 7 years. So here it go right here. This is Daniel chapter 4, and I'm gonna pick up at verse 30. It say, the king spake and said, is not this great Babylon that I have built for the house of the kingdom by the might of my power and for the honor of my majesty? While the word was in the king's mouth, there fell a voice from heaven saying, O King Nebuchadnezzar, to thee it is spoken, the kingdom is departed from thee, and they should drive thee from men, and thy dwelling shall be with the beasts of the field. They shall make thee to eat grass as oxen, and 7 times, meaning 7 years, shall pass over thee, until thou know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will. The same hour was the thing fulfilled upon Nebuchadnezzar, and he was driven from men, and did eat grass as an oxen, and his body was wet with the dew of heaven, till his hairs was grown like eagle's feathers, and his nails like bird claws. Stop playing with the Most High. Stop playing with the Most High. He can do that to you, man. He can do that to you. He made this man eat like a creature. This man was an animal out there eating with the beasts because he didn't give the Most High respect. He said, by my might and power, and the Most High don't play that, because he set up kings and bring down kings. It's by his power. So there you go.
Exactly. Our brother was asked, do we believe that the beast Antichrist would be a Negro too?
I said this a long time ago, Sham, and then I'm gonna let you get in. I just want to say this real quick. The Bible say that if it was possible, he can deceive the very elect. Now we don't even believe that a Caesar Borgia, a white man, is Jesus. So how can a white man deceive us, the very elect? So I was thinking in my mind, I don't know how this is gonna play out, but I told myself, what did this man look like us? And he started doing all these miracles, and people think this Christ. That's just a thought that, it just came into my mind. But go ahead, Sham.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. It's probably possible, but then I was also thinking too that a lot of people hate black people. Yeah. But I would say this, right? This what I would say, right? For everybody, since the technology that they have of wearing blackface, the masses, because you saw that white woman that was walking around living the life of a black woman. Listen, it could be somebody that's of another nation who walking around looking like a black person, just with skin and all that stuff on. Right. Because they so good with the technologies and the bodysuits to these days. I wouldn't put it past if it is someone of another nation that just passing for a Negro. Like how that lady put that mask on, it looked so real with the with all that makeup, and her hands was black. You'd have thought that was a real black person that was a white woman. So, yep. Hey, it could be somebody of a nation that's walking around looking like they black. So I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, yeah. Obama could, I wouldn't say that he wouldn't, but people love him, but a lot of people don't. Especially black people don't like Obama anymore after what he was saying about black people. Right. So right. he might not fit the bill no more. It got to be somebody that people is willing to love. But Negroes love to forgive people so quickly anyway. That's one thing about our people. But what deceive us the most is that we want somebody that look like us as a leader. You see what I'm saying?
It might be then, Sham. It might be. We want somebody that look like us. That's a leader. What if they give us a black pope? I don't know. I'm just saying.
No, that's what I was saying. Like, when it comes to us, we want somebody to look like us as a leader. So, but a lot of people don't like Obama. You know what I mean? And then the Antichrist supposed to be someone that everybody gonna love, I believe, and he's gonna come with all these new ideas to make everything right. So
I would just sit back and people already claimed that Obama was an antichrist. That's why I was like, I don't know if that would be him because he spoke it himself and saying, "Hey, they calling me the antichrist." You know what I mean? I don't. That's why I was like, I'm not for sure if that would be him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So not saying it ain't. I'm just not for sure right now. I got to see more of this stuff play out. That's what I'm gonna say before I would make that decision.
And that's another thing. Y'all see how me and my brother, if we not for sure, we'll just admit it and say, hey, we just gotta wait to see how it play out. These niggas be out here telling you, yep, yeah, it's Obama.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
he
because
coming back.
prophecy compares with time, and you got to see things that happen and see
Talk to
the
him.
actions of a man. You know what I mean? I'm not just going to sit there and say, "Yeah, that'll be stupid," because you don't know what's going to happen in the next 2 or 3 years. You see what I'm saying? What if that man passed away? Then what? Now I'm a false prophet because I just said Obama was the Antichrist.
Right,
You
you
know what
right.
I'm saying, Kate?
And me and Sham, we've been telling people this too. We don't believe, and let me just say, when we say we don't believe, it's because we read the scriptures. We don't believe that you can give new prophecies. What we do believe is you can prophesy what's already written by the prophets. We don't
Right,
believe that there is no prophets. We don't believe you're a high priest. We don't believe none of these things because the Bible doesn't back it up. You are not giving anything new today. Me and Sham are not prophesying anything new but what's already written in the scriptures. So when somebody asked us
right,
one time in the chat, they say, well, Shar, Sham, and Kjudah, what about when the Bible say y'all gonna prophesy? I say, yeah, the things already written in the scriptures. There you
right.
go. That's what you're gonna
We
prophesy.
we only unlocking what's written in the book.
That's
So
it.
when he told Daniel, lock it up until the time, right? So now the Lord is going to use us on the earth to unlock the true meaning and reveal the understanding of what things going on in this time. That's all. So we're not prophets. We're just regurgitating what they wrote and giving the understanding of what they wrote in our time. That's all. And then when we're dead and gone, somebody else is going to do it after us because the work's still going to be continuing to go on.
Facts.
It don't stop with us.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about the Most High. He don't need a lot of people. He said he only need a few or a small few to do what he need to do. So that's why we trying to get these guys to understand. They thinking, oh, it's many of us. But okay, all 10,000 of y'all can battle us in the scriptures, and we confident to know that we're going to win because we know y'all don't know what you're talking about. And all
Absolutely.
y'all going to do is get together and regurgitate everything of what you know. Why? Because all of y'all is on what? The same doctrine. If y'all all believe in the same thing, what new are you bringing?
Yeah.
Meaning all y'all minds are one. So when it's like that and you're conformed to the lies, you're easy to defeat. This is why the Sanhedrin, the Pharisees, the scribes, and all of them could not defeat what Yahweh was bringing because they all believe what, Kjudah? The same thing.
Same thing. Traditions of men.
Exactly. So if they don't know nothing else and they all stuck on the same doctrine, you feel me? And he teaching against all of them, they yelling in the crowd. He already know what to do. How? Because they all want to, no matter who get up there and yell it, how he yell it, whatever passion he going to say it in, it don't mean anything because it's all the same. It's just
Yep.
how he feel about saying it or delivering it this way. He's going to deliver it that way, but we're still going to deliver it in what? The truth way.
The
And
true way.
even
Fact.
though you're saying it, do it still make it right? No, because you can't. While you saying it ain't going to stop the lie.
Talk to him, Sham.
So yeah, go ahead.
Uncommon woman. You got it right. You got it right the first time. If you look up the word unicorn, is Unisaurus, a rhinoceros with that little horn. So when they say the power of a unicorn, it's the power of a Unisaurus or a rhinoceros. So yeah, you got it right. He wasn't talking about a horse with the wings. He was talking about a Unisaurus, a unicorn, which is a rhinoceros. So yeah, you got it right. Me and my brother winding down right now. Any more questions before me and my brother shut it down? Because we want people to listen to what we were saying. So we don't want this to be like 3 hours. Cause people ain't gonna go back and they're gonna be like, dang, them niggas on for 3-4 hours. But I just want to say this, man. Me and Sham, I thank the Most High for giving me and my brother insight, giving me and my brother the understanding to edify his people. Like Sham say, we're not here to be served. We're here to serve the people. And giving people donations and stuff is not bad. I don't want people to think when we say we're not looking for anything from y'all. If you want to donate to somebody's platform, you got a right to do that, because when they keeping these feast days cost money. So when they buying food and certain things that you may donate to them, that's helping them, whether it's the feast days, whether they buying books. So nobody is against people donate to people platform, but you should
Mm-hmm.
not be oppressing your people, like making them feel bad because they don't give you money. Like when Muhammad said, "Give us your money, give us your cocaine money, your weed money." When he said that,
Mm-hmm.
come on, y'all, what's wrong with this dude, man? What's wrong with this man? So that's all I'm saying. Anything else you want to say, Sham, before we shut it down, my brother?
Yeah, family. I definitely enjoyed myself coming up here, with my big brother Kjudah.
Absolutely, man.
You know, bringing out some information for y'all, addressing the nation, any questions and things like that. I'm gonna just say it's gonna be a lot more things coming out in Israel. A lot of more people going to get exposed as false leaders, false teachers. Don't let that deteriorate your faith, family.
Facts.
I want y'all to know, Yahweh Shah Yeshua is the way, the life, and the truth. Follow him only, okay, and worship the Father. He the only one that's good on this earth. No man is. I'm just a humble servant, your brother. I'm not your leader. K. Judah is just a humble servant, your brother.
That's it.
He's
That's
not
it.
your leader.
Facts.
We're not here to tell you what to do. We ain't here to tell you how to worship. Or when your relationship with the Father and the Son is your relationship, just like ours.
That's
We
right.
are human. We all in the flesh. You know, um, Scripture says a just man falls 7 times to still get up. It's about how we dust ourselves off. We're not here for filthy lucre's sake. We're not here to ask you for money or to con nobody. We're here to support our brothers and sisters, and have our conversations with our brothers and sisters who love us and help us grow in this walk. None of us is perfect. If we ever made offenses against each other, let's pardon each other from that. Apologize and move forward, family. We're about loving one another. That's the most important thing. None of us is perfect. We're in the flesh. We get tempted. We get bullied. We get all types of things. Remember, we're in the flesh. We're in the flesh. We're not perfect beings. We're going to make mistakes. We're going to do some things that's wrong. It's just about not doing them again. And knowing how to forgive somebody, knowing how to apologize, and knowing how to take correction for the things that you do. So
Talk
with
that
that, I
talk.
want to say, Most High bless everybody.
Talk.
Go ahead, KJ.
And if anybody want to do a debate, because I usually don't do debates, so Sham have to be on my side to do it. If anybody want to do a debate, the only way I will ever do a debate, my brother Shar Sham have to be next to me to do any discussion, any debate, any conversation, any doctrinal differences. It has to be with my brother. Other than that, K. Judah will never do a debate. So I'm just saying that out there for brothers. But if anybody want to have a respectful conversation with me and my brother based on our understanding of what we teach or things you may disagree with, I have to do it with my brother Shar Sham. Other than that, I'm not doing it. So we're a tag team made in heaven. Straight up.
Yeah, definitely. I
Tag
agree.
team made in heaven.
Yeah, we'll definitely debate brothers on many topics, depending on what it is. We ain't going. I'm not going to debate nobody no foolishness,
Yeah,
you
straight up.
know.
Straight up.
But yeah, we'll definitely debate brothers, and we can go into the history, Hebrew. It don't matter to us.
Don't matter. Nope,
It
it
don't
doesn't
matter to
matter.
us.
Whatever doctrine it is, it doesn't matter. Man, this man been doing this a long time, and we don't run from anything. But like I said, as long as it's respectful, my brother have to be on my side to do it. But I get on the panel with anybody and have these discussions as long as it's respectful. Other than that, we good. But yeah, Tribulation Saint 144. I was just telling Oracle that the other day. That's one thing I love about Sham, Elder Quanat. Sham don't care about feelings. He gonna tell you what it is. Whether you agree with him or not, he gonna tell you what it is. Elder Quanat, he's like a lawyer. He should have been a lawyer. He know how to pull it out of you. Things people don't want to say, he know how to get it out of you and make you tell the truth. So I love my brothers. You know what I'm saying? Because Sham don't care about no feelings, man. He gonna keep it 100. He gonna tell you the things you don't want to hear. And because one time he was saying some stuff, boy, people was coming at my brother, boy. Remember that, Sham?
Mm-hmm.
They was coming at my brother sideways. I was like, hold up, man, what y'all mad for? Well, like, what did y'all get mad at him for? You know, he preparing for his family, his house. How you gonna get mad at he supposed to give you what he working hard for? That was crazy. But you know, we love our people, man. But sometimes Israel be just tripping me out, man.
No,
Yeah,
I stand on what I believe, bro.
yeah,
I'm not gonna change. I stand on what I believe. If you're an able-bodied man, you know you're supposed to protect your house and do what you got to do as a man.
Absolutely.
I'm not supposed to be preparing your house for you, and you're not going to do it at all, bro.
Right.
That's crazy.
But yeah, family, we love y'all with the pure heart. Like I say, me and my brother will be back live next week because since we addressed the nation and we pray this resonated with somebody, we pray that we planted the seed that you can just fall back and just, you know, look at your life, look at your walk, look at your awakening, what you can do better. The things you have heard, the people you've been listening to, maybe you need to make some changes. Maybe you need to do a little bit more studying, be a little bit more dedicated to your relationship with the Most High Yahshua. That's all this live was about. Us just trying to get somebody to see that you don't have to follow man to follow the Most High Yahshua. Yes, we all needed teachers when we came in. But like Sham always say, once you get to a certain level, you don't have to keep depending upon man to teach you every little thing. Some things you have to go on your own journey, and maybe Yah may reveal some things to you he didn't reveal to your teacher. He didn't reveal to your elder. He didn't reveal to your favorite YouTube channel. So you got to look at like what's your purpose? You know, what you supposed to be doing. And once you find that, hit the ground running. Hit the ground running. So with that, we say we love y'all. We say big salute to the CUC family, the FOPE family, the Nazarene Hebrew Institute of Technology, the elders over there doing the great work that they do. And me and my brother Shar Sham, like I say, we'll hit y'all with a lesson next week, something you haven't heard. We'll edify the people with it. And may we plant some seeds to the nation of Israel, that you may work out your own salvation, that we all may be under a fig tree, enjoying each other company one day. Big salute, family.
Yeah, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast.
Can I run up the score, run up the board, breaking the mold? Ay, ay, walking the door. You know what happened? We step on the floor. Ay, ay, coming from on. You don't want partners, you already know it. Ay, ay, come on to it. You already know I'm finna go do it. Ay, yeah, I'm locked in and I feel like Mark 10. Ay, walking to a room, chest up with my chin. Ay, already finished for this joint, even begin. Ay, when is what I am, I cannot ever pretend. No way, yeah, never pretend. Ay, back in the lab again. Ay, you were not touching the friends. Ay, you were not touching the kin. Ay, putting the points on the board, I'm killing the boys, you know what it is. Ay, switching the moves, no number 2, I came in the win. Said I'm tapped in with the action, if it got the master on the master, I can never move past it. If I'm active, I can make them go ghost on this cast. But wanna know who running it, just ask us. On the track, I'm gunning it, I'm blasting this, that gas, like diesel, Shaq and dog.
You know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast.
Hold up. Pay attention, this is beast mode. Got an edge on the game like a cheat code. Had to tighten up my focus like a peephole. I want the rings and the chains like I'm Depot. Picked up, walking, check my status. We established when it's show. Time to squat, making plays. Oh, it's magic like some we want the smoke. Y'all ain't really about that action. We got perfect off the practice. They ain't working, so they lack it. I've been hungry all my life. I ain't passing up a plate. I can't quit until I win. I ain't having no debates. This is sacrifice and heart. That's exactly what it takes. So I'm going full throttle at me back up on my way. Yeah, I promise you. You cannot stop me. Now when the whole team got me, I notice how cocky. But watch me, I'ma show you what hard work got me. Parameters, you are not dealing with amateurs. You and your team cannot handle us. This is excellence. Rich, stand it up, cause you know
I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast.
In the words of my beloved sister August Dreams, thank y'all for coming to the Lion's Den with your brother Kjudah and my brother Sham and the CUC family and the FOPE family and all my beloved brothers and sisters in the chat. I want to say this, family. Israel, we are rising up, family. Let's get it. And I want to thank the 300 people that was listening in the back. Thank y'all too, because YouTube play games. So it's never going to show the reflection of the people that's actually listening. So to the 300 people that I see in the back, because YouTube never going to show it right here. They're going to make it look like we got 50 people watching. When I go in the back, it say 300 people watching. So to the 300 people that's listening to me and my brother Sham, we thank y'all. We pray this helps somebody. We pray we planted some seeds. And your brother Kjudah and your brother Sham want to say Shalom.